Why, hello there everyone, this is Laxow here, aka the Kumo Sensei, and I'm back, and today is Friday. Like I promised, I'll try to upload every Friday if I can, and today we're going to be feeding some Harpactira pulchripes, also known as the golden blue-leg baboon tarantula, and yes, in my last few videos you saw me unbox these little slings, and today I'm going to be feeding them because now they gain some size, and now they have some beautiful colors. And the best part is, they're not even fully grown, so as they get older, their colors are going to become more golden and blue on the legs. And currently, I have around 30 something specimens. Sorry, I lost count. But I have a lot of these, and I'm keeping all of them just for future breeding. And yes, I would like to reproduce the species more often, so that way they can become more affordable in the US. And you know, it's good to help out with the hobby. Now, sadly, of the 30 or so specimens, only around 17 of them actually ate, because I feed my tarantula slings pretty well, so they can go a while without food, to be honest. Maybe I'm feeding them a bit too much, but anyhow though, the current size of these specimens is around an inch, maybe an inch and a half. Some of these are a bit larger than the others, but hey, that's okay, because as long as they're alive and eating well, then it's fine with me, honestly. But yeah, let's hope I have some space, because recently I cleared out some of my collection, so now I have some empty shelves, so I'm hoping that I can use it for these slings once they get larger. And trust me man, trust me, once they get larger, their colors are amazing. It's a tarantula unlike any other, to be fair, because I don't think there's any tarantulas that's gold and blue, and it's such a crazy combination and how strong the colors are. I cannot wait for these guys to be adults, man, because once they're adults, they're going to be so beautiful. Whether they're a mature male or a mature female, I'm just glad that I'm working with this species. Now, if you're a tarantula owner and you're going into old worlds, I highly suggest you get this species. I find them to be actually quite easy to own, because their care is very simple actually. Not to mention they eat pretty well. Well, mines do. So to each their own, I guess, but god dang it, man. Everybody's gonna love this species. But man, oh man, I have so much work to do when it comes to tarantulas. Sometimes I just like, oh man, really? This today? But then again, I love what I do and I do what I love. So to me, I don't have a problem. I mean, I work with tarantulas, and yeah, it's more of a side job, business, hobby thing than an actual business. But I would like to actually pursue tarantula breeding more to an extent. That way I can prioritize and reproducing species within the hobby that needs actual reproductions. So I started a Patreon. And yes, I have no idea how Patreon actually works, but I see people do it, so I set it up my own a while back. So yeah, so there's that. You don't have to, donate to my Patreon. You don't have to, honestly. It's only if you want to support me or the channel, because honestly, I'm not really interested in, doing cool tarantula stuff. I'm more focusing on tarantula breeding and that side of the aspect when it comes to this hobby, because I feel like when it comes to tarantula breeding, it is one of the most uncovered topics within the hobby in terms of YouTube and the online net. So I would really like to shine light on it. So that's why I decided to create my Patreon. And yeah, if you want to support tarantula breeding, or if you want a better understanding, then you can support me, and with that I can feed my tarantulas more often, and I can support, pursuing tarantula breeding and whatnot, and maybe I can give some tips, tricks, and some experience of me explaining tarantula breeding in general. Now, I've seen so many tarantula breeding videos where the males get eaten, and those people are, I don't want to be mean, but those people are quite inexperienced when it comes to breeding. And trust me, a tarantula hobbyist is not a tarantula breeder. They're not the same thing. And I think people get that confused. So maybe a tarantula breeder like me can shine light on topics like this. So yeah, so that's the reason why I made this channel as Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei, is to pretty much be more apparent about tarantula breeding, because there's not enough of it, to be honest, and there's very few actual tarantula breeders on this, YouTube platform. And with that, I'm Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei. Feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, stay lax, and Laxow out from the Kumo Sensei.